so you can see more. Can everybody see? Hey, Stephanie. All right. Oh, and I want to tell you, I am going to do this one a little faster than the last one that we did because I don't know if you can see the sign in the background back here. See that? We love you, Grandma Kay. Grandma's in the nursing home, and they're going to have a live parade today, and I would really love to take my kids to see her since all this happened. So you need a plate. Go ahead and grab a plate and squeeze out some yellow, red, blue, white, and then black. Yes. I've had a really nice day already. I don't know if y'all been outside, but it is absolutely beautiful. It is so beautiful. And I'm really glad about that. We might go slip in a creek in a minute. Okay, so after you have these colors, I would like for you to take a small brush and dip in yellow because I love yellow, and we're going to make an outline with our yellow. So dip, and then what you want to do, it depends on where you want it. Remember, this is your picture. You can do your thing. I'm going to kind of keep it like the advertised picture. Here is the bird nest, so you can just, you know, draw your bird nest on there. Maybe you want your bird nest a little bigger. That's totally fine. You do your thing. And then what I want you to do is go ahead and sketch out your eggs. The eggs in the pictures. Hey, Jackie. Hey, Annette. The eggs in the picture that we're using are actually, some of them are turned. So just remember, it's like a letter U. You see the U, and then it just gets slim on the top. And you want to make sure they're round. So they are smaller on the top. Let's see. One time I did this paint party, actually my very first paint party at Leanne Harris's house, and some of the eggs were huge. It was hilarious. Tiny nest with large eggs. So you can do whatever size eggs you want. Throw another one in there. These eggs could even overlap if you want them to. Hope everybody can see that. Did Jared ever make it? Jared and Hannah? I'm not sure if they're on. They were going to try to paint with us today. So once you have that, that is just the outline for our piece. This canvas is kind of wonky, isn't it? And I hope you can see, this computer technical difficulty has really messed me up a little bit. I'm disappointed. They changed it. They changed the layout on my Paint with Grace page, so I can't actually see it. I don't know why. All right. So the next thing that we're going to do, we're going to make brown. Need to make green. I just love Christmas, so I normally use green and red together to make a nice brown. So take some yellow, put some blue in there, make a green, and then you can just add red to that. I might need to make a little more green. Let me scoop some of that up. And some of you all probably already have brown, so roll with what you've got, okay? Just go with what you've got there. Use what you have. I'm going to add a tiny bit of black and make it a little darker, a little bit darker. Black makes everything a little darker. So then I'm just going to start to paint down in random places because I'm going to mix some yellow and some white in with this. So we want to make sure we paint down. Just go that direction. And then I'm going to mix. See, I took a little white, mixing a little white in there with this. And you can work on this. You can add yellow too. There is some yellow in the piece, so I love that. Ooh, look at that. Yellow. I'm so excited too. Today they announced the principal at Metazodan. I was so worried. Mr. Wood's the best, and he left. He got a new job. Not that he's not going to be there, but hey, Miss Deakins. But he's just a great principal, and I was worried about, my kids up there, and, it's always different when you work for a new boss, but it's wonderful because it's a person from the community, and it's Miss Nestor. Yay, Miss Nestor! And I'm so excited, and I know that it's going to be awesome. So do you see how I blended that? Just take that yellow and let it mix with the white and the brown, and just leave it streaky like this. We're going to do that to the entire background. So that was really great this morning. That was a great way to start my day. I got up super early just because I was so excited, and I wanted to know what the principal was going to be, which is great. I'm sure the kids are excited too and relieved. Just keep painting down. I'm going to set this down. Can everybody see this? If you can't see it, could you tell me? Because, oh, and the other part is I am going to finish around 2:15 so that I can make it to see my grandma. And, oh, I guess I could move these paints so you can see. Let me move these. But you can always rewatch this and pause it. That's what's great about Facebook. You can pause it. It's okay if a little red shows through too. So there's a little bit of red still in that brown that I mixed. So if it shows through, I'm going to leave that. And make sure you cover all the white areas. You don't want to leave any white in the background. So I'm just going to paint this down. Remember, if you want it a little darker, add a tiny amount of black. If you want it lighter, add the white. And then make sure you paint the sides also. So paint all the way over to the nest. Paint all the way over to the sides. And I hope some people found this through the Homestead page. I believe the Reynolds Homestead was going to share this out maybe. So that more people can participate. Hope everybody's making art at home. I've gotten some emails from kids I teach, and they sent me the work they're doing from their packets, and it looks really nice, which is great. That is a little bit too dirty, but I'm going to leave it because I like it. That has a little too much black in it. So feel free to just do your thing. Let's see. All right, now I am going to make brown again for some of you. I think probably it's a good idea. So I take the red, take a little yellow, a little blue, make that green, mix that green with that red, and I still have to make more green. I do that some. Did Jared make it? Hannah, are you here? Did you all make it to the party? I don't know, I can't tell. Cannot tell if they're here. No comment. All right. So remember, just paint the sides of your canvas too. My kids are watching Jurassic Park, I think. I can hear it in the bedroom. Of course, they live with an art teacher, so they don't want to paint with me. Isn't that funny? Oh. This. Also paint the bottom if you can. Set that down. And you could actually do 2 or 3 coats of this if you want. If you want to. I am going to make this come up around. yellow in here. There's some yellow. I love that they're doing that parade. We're just going to meet. They contacted all the family members, and we meet at, we're going to meet at Rotary. And then there's a police escort, and we're going to follow the police over. And I guess they've got like a specific route that you take, and they have the residents placed at certain locations at different times so that you can see your grandparents. Anyway, I'm really excited. The kids and I made that big sign for her. Originally, it was later in the afternoon, and then I think they had to adjust it just to make sure there's social distancing, I guess, and it's not overcrowded. Now you have to stay in your car. It's kind of like church service. You know, just follow the rules, keep people safe. I know I miss the kids in school really bad. Missing those sweeties. I wore that Bob Ross wig and made that little video. I think I recorded it like 3 times. I only get 5 free minutes, so I have to like time it anyway, and I'm a talker, so talk it up. Make sure you add a little white. Let's see. And then mix the brown in. Now I'm painting the top. Don't forget the top. I painted my sister a picture one time. My sister Sheila, I made her this, actually I don't remember, maybe flowers. I'm not sure what I painted her, but I gave all of my sister's pictures and everybody got something different. And when I gave her, when she got the one that she got, hey June, hey Sue, when she got hers, I forgot to paint the bottom. She's taller than I am. Anyway, she hung it up, and that's what you could see. You could see the white on the bottom. So make sure you paint the white on the bottom. It's pretty funny. And then sometimes I forget to sign things when I give them to my family, and they're like, are you going to sign this? So, anywho. Just make sure you add the white and a little bit of yellow, and work this while it's wet. Make sure you add the white and the yellow while this is wet so that you get the streaky look. I'm going to call it the streaks. I'm going to get some streaks. How is Walmart? Is there toilet paper these days? Anybody know? I haven't been to Walmart, feels like in a year. I redid our bathroom. Well, Tony redid I started trying to redo our bathroom. It was like a green tub, and over time, since we've lived here, I guess just where my kids slide when they take baths and where our feet are, it kind of turned green. They had painted it. I didn't even know you could do that. And then these really cool girls redid this house, and they told me that I could use Rust-Oleum. For any of you DIY people, you can get this Rust-Oleum paint. And you have to clean your, hey Ethel, you clean your bathtub, and then you make sure it's really dry, and then you spray. Well, I do this kind of paint. So my husband was like, Grace, you probably need to stick with the paintbrush, because I got excited, and when I would spray, I would just spray. You know, and you're supposed to spray like, I can remember a couple times helping my dad paint a tractor. And I would get really excited and then it would be leaky. So there's a few spots in the bathtub where it's leaky, but the bathtub looks really beautiful now. All right, I'm going to paint down here like this. and add some yellow. I may need to squeeze out a little more yellow. I don't really need yellow anymore though for right now. Look, that's a little bit crooked. Nobody told me. You guys have to comment that. You have to say, oh, your bird nest is a little lopsided. It's fine. Don't worry about it. If it's lopsided, we can fix it. Paint right over it. We'll paint right over it. No big deal. That's why I love paint. When I painted the castle at the library, I dripped some stuff. So we just used the beautiful, oops, we turned the drip into another part of the castle. And I think it made the castle look better. So thank goodness for Gary and James helping me keep it straight up there. Got a little lopsided. Right, everything I do is a little lopsided. Let's see here. So just rub all this in. I think we're doing great on time. Hope I'm not going too fast. Remember, if I am going a little fast, you can always rewatch. I am going to take a tiny amount of black and I'm going to add some darker streaks in mine because I would like it to be more streaky. Paint your bottom. Paint your bottom and let's see. Let me paint my bottom. I'm trying to do this where you can see me. Because I have to use my cell phone when I went live just now, it's shifted the whole way I'm having to do everything. I just got a text message too, and I can't read it. I can't read it. I don't think I can read it. I think I might break my live video if I do. That would be bad. You guys would have a nice start to your painting if I did. Let's see here. All right, yes, this is great. I love this. I love spring. Since we've gotten a cat, we haven't gotten to have a bird nest. So I haven't had a bird nest since we got our cat. And I love her. She's a good kitty, but she gets rabbits. She attacks birds, which we scolded her a few times for the birds. And I'm hoping she won't try to eat the birds anymore. I've got all these bird feeders. And, well, we just love them. We've got these new birds, too. I'd never seen before with a white chest and then a little red at the top. And then right under their wings, there's a little red under their wings. Really beautiful birds. And then we got some hummingbird feeders. So the hummingbirds are here. And I just love the hummingbirds. They're so beautiful and fast. Milena stood out there one day and they got really close to her. I can remember when we were kids, our friends from Jersey would come and we would all sit in front. We would sit in front of my mom's bird feeders to see who could get the closest. To try to let the bird be, right in front of our face beside the hang. If you stayed really still, the birds would fly up. Super cool. I hope I'm still Facebook Live. Sorry, somebody's trying to call me. Can you see me? Am I still here? I hope so. All right. There we are. There's your background. Okay, so after you get that, you can wash your brush. Look, I've had this jar since college. It's a long time. All right. Come say hi, Milena. Come over and say hi. Can you say hey? Look at this camera, not that camera. I can't see that camera. We let our chickens out. We're not sure about our puppy, so we have to put our puppy up when we let the chickens out because she caught a chipmunk and then that rabbit the other day that got lost in my home. So, all right, I'm gonna wait about 1 minute and then I'm going to go ahead and do the next part. Okay. All right, here we go. Let me see. All right, so the next thing that we are going to do. Hey, guys, Melena just ran off. Wood kids, I'll tell her. Melena! She can't hear me. Wheeler told her she's supposed to stay. She can say hi, but she's supposed to stay in her station, right? It's like work from home these days, and you're like in a Zoom with your coworkers, and your kids come through. I've seen all these really, really funny videos on Facebook about people's kids, and I saw this one video where this man, Wood kids, you'll think this is so funny. He put on a work shirt from his waist up, and then he was in his underwear. And so he was at his computer during the meeting, and he was like, yes, 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 and all this stuff. And then he thought he turned his camera off, and he left it on, and he got up to go to the other room, and when he did, everybody could still see that he did not have on pants. So one of the friends called him and said, we can see you, man. You don't have your pants on. And anyway, he ran over. Well, first he hid, then he put pants on, I think, and then he ran over and turned it off. It was the funniest video I've ever seen. I laughed so much. I should share that because it's so funny. The next thing I want you to do is make sure your brush is clean. And then we are just going to use a dark color, and we're going to put a dark circle around our eggs like the bottom of the nest. It can really be a dark, dark brown. Or it could be closer to black. I think probably dark brown is the best. So, oh, I need yellow. That's what I needed. So just make that same brown, add a little black to it if you want. Just like that. That's a nice brown. And I'm actually going to pick some of this up and move it to another space because I'm not going to need too much of that. I'm just going to put that over here. That is really dark brown. Look how dark that is. Maybe not too dark. And then I'm going to paint this around the eggs. And if I don't like the shape of the egg, like let's say I want to make it a little bigger like that, I can do whatever I want to. Okay? I can do whatever I want to. How about that? Do those look even? Wood kids, tell me the truth. Are those eggs even? Are they? Paint that around, just kind of on the inside. I can't tell. I bet they are now. Are they? Okay. No. Hope everybody's staying well. For all of my Medizin kids, I am going to come to the packet pass out, or maybe it's the awards pass out. I'm going to be there. That way I can wave bye to all of you because I haven't seen you in so long. I helped at Stewart do a packet pass out, and I would really love to see my Medizin kids, my sweeties. Now all I'm doing now is I am adding some black, a little bit of black to make it a little darker right here in the center. I think you can see that. Probably. Just add that in right there. And if you think it's a little too dark, you could pick up a little bit of white like this. See, I put a little white on there. See that? I can blend that white in to make it lighter. I can just blend this out now. That's all I'm going to do. I'm going to blend this. Take a little white in. this brown, and I'm going to blend this out like that, because this whole outside part is a series of lines, just different color lines. So all we need is a base start, and then we're going to fill that in with little sprigs of grass. Samantha, the librarian down here at the Stewart Library, she posted a picture, I want to say yesterday, maybe the day before, and she found a snake, well, she found a bird nest, but it had the birds had used snake skin in their nest, which I thought was really cool. Guess maybe that'll scare some. Oh, I put a little too much black. No big deal. Just gonna wipe that a little bit, and I'm gonna blend this in. No worries. Just blend it in. Maybe it's just a little darker on this side of the nest. Hey, T. My dog can't hear, actually. I don't know if you could see him. Could you see him? Probably not, because you're using my cell phone camera. Let's see here. Let's see. I'm just going to blend this out. Just going to keep blending this. It's lots of different browns. Just have fun. Just blend it all out. Probably do need to have a little bit of a darker outside maybe, just so that there's a contrast right there. Yeah. Some of the nests that we made at that one party, I'm telling you, some of them look like dinosaur eggs, and they were in a really tiny little nest. It was so funny. The comments the ladies were making were hilarious. I laughed so much. I think I cried. I laughed so hard. They were some funny ladies. Really fun party. Oh, so for those of you that were at the last party, the dog did get a rabbit, a baby rabbit, and at the, I guess a couple months ago, she caught a rabbit, and then Wheeler saved it. Well, when he brought it in to show me, I accidentally dropped the bunny. Anyway, it was terrible. The bunny, anyway, there was a hole in the kitchen. I had no idea there was even a hole in there, but that's probably where the mice hide. So we got the bunny finally. We were up until, I think 11:30 trying to catch that bunny in our house. We finally caught it. We thought about keeping it, but we didn't want it to die, so we released it. We read all this information. Wheeler and I went outside that night, and we covered it up with grass. It said if you just got a pile of grass from your yard and you laid it on top of it, it would either run away or you would find it the next morning. It wouldn't make it. So it ran away. We were really excited that it ran away. And you guys go ahead and wrap this up. Go ahead and get this whole bird nest down here painted. Try to cover it with one coat, please. And then we'll move to the next step. And so that happened, and it was just the craziest thing. And then I made those bunny lessons for my classes with markers, and it inspired this whole little bunny unit. And then the other day, Hazel was outside in the yard again, the puppy that we adopted, which she is the biggest dog that we own now. She's huge. And she caught a chipmunk, but I thought it was a squirrel. And Wheeler did not bring it in the house this time, because that's what we decided we would do. We decided not to bring any animals, wild animals, in our home in case they get lost. So he did not bring it in. He came and got me. I went outside, and I thought it was gonna die. It was in shock, and I thought its eye was gonna hey Kayla. I thought that its eye might just fall out. Anyway, so we kept it all day. I carried it around in a baby, like a little baby pad, those slings that you put your kids in. And Melaine and Wheeler helped me, and then I bought kitten formula that you can get from Tractor Supply in a little bottle. Anyway, I fed it. I had no idea it was actually a teenage chipmunk, and we had it in this container like a cage on the top, and then all of a sudden it bolted. Well, we weren't at my house. We went to my sister's house, and we just stopped so that she could help me. She's helped take care of all these animals and stuff. And I'm going to make this bird nest a little more even on this side. So that happened. It busted out, and I thought, oh no, well, it needs to be released. And when we caught it, it bit me. So we totally came home and turned that little chipmunk loose. And so we've had this wild adventure this year with all these wild animals. It's been really fun. So I think this is looking pretty great. If you have any questions, just put it in the chat box. I can answer those for you if you want. I'm not seeing any questions, so I'm going to move on. We are going to let this part dry. And while this part dries, we are going to mix our color for our, there's a moth in here. Did you see that? Mix our color for the eggs. And we don't want this to be dirty. So go ahead and clean your brush. Clean your brush. And I am going to fix one thing before we move on. I need to fix this little area down here. I forgot to blend this down here. I bet you guys noticed it. It's like, oh, she's just going to leave that section right there. I am going to blend it down a little bit. I need to do a little something to that, because that's not looking so good, is it? There's too much white. Okay. Oh, well, that's a lot of white. Pick some of that up and wipe that on my brush. That was too much. You can also remove it like that if it's too bright. Okay, great. All right, I'm going to clear this off. Wash my brush now for real this time. Yeah, okay. And then over time you can go back in. You know, when you finish this, there's parts maybe you don't like, you can go back and change it. The steps will be the same. So grab a smaller brush. I don't really love any of these. Guess this one. I'll just use this one. So take some white. And remember, your eggs could be pink. Your eggs can be blue like the picture. They can be any color that you want them to be, these eggs. And this is a different color blue than I used last time. So I'm going to add a little bit of white to mine. I think this is a way different color blue. That's okay. And then what you're going to do is just paint it in. Now, to make the eggs look round, you do need to have some tints and some shades. So you need to have lighter blue sections and darker blue sections. And you can remember to take white to make light and a tiny amount of black to make it darker, or the complement. But let's just roll with the black. So just cover all of that over. This can dry. We can come back and work on these eggs. I am going to make this a little darker just so that you can see. And then I blend this in. So I'm going to paint that darker on this side. Hey, Milena. And lighter on this side. Hey, Milena, the Wood Kids wanted to say hi to you.
What?
The Wood Kids want to say hi. We either come over. The Wood Kids are on. Hey. Can you say hi? Everybody else is on too. Hey. Leo, they can't see you. You're over here. Come over here. Hey, guys.
Hey.
Milena, how do you like my eggs?
I think they look good.
Ooh. All right. All
We
right.
gotta go finish.
Yeah, go finish the movie. All right. All right, so I'm going to make this look round, and all I want to do is paint it so that it's round want to actually paint it like it's round. Okay, and I'm going to just go ahead and cover some of that, and I'm going to blend. That kind of clears my brush up a little bit. And then I use the white, the light. I hope that you can see this well. The next egg, I'm going to put a little bit of black in there just to show you how I can shift and change it a little bit. But I want you, before you do that, I want you to go ahead and fill all of these eggs in just so that they have color. And be careful if your nest is wet. You don't want those colors to blend. So go ahead and paint those eggs. We still haven't named our 2 baby chicks. I'm waiting to see. I can't tell if they're girls or boys. One has a taller cone. They're about the same size, so they're either both roosters or they're both hens. I don't know. Or maybe one has a taller cone, so one could possibly be. They're not even like babies anymore. They're pretty big, actually. Pretty big. All right. Can everybody see that? Now you can see that I accidentally blended that a little bit, but I can leave that alone. If you overwork it, if your nest blends in, you can overwork it, and it needs to dry a little bit more so that you don't, make a fuss about it. Which you could let it dry, and then tomorrow you could pick it back up and work with it and completely change this. Now that you know how to do it, you got the steps. Can do what you want. You could make a dinosaur nest, right, William? Let's see here. All right. And I'm gonna put a little darker blue back here. Kind of blend that in. See how I'm getting? It's too thick. I need to let it dry a little bit before I work on it anymore. I need to let that dry. But you can see how I'm using just the straight blue versus the light blue to make these look round. I'm going to put a little darker blue down here in this one. And just blend that across. And see, I'm painting side. I'm painting to the side, not straight. I'm making it round. Yeah. There goes the dryer. The clothes must be dry. How's that egg looking? Is that a funny looking egg? They're all a little bit different. I'm going to make this side darker blue. All right. If you don't have canvas at home either, you can just paint on paper. You can do anything. You can paint on pretty much anything. You can. Oh, that one egg is a little bit different shaped. Which one is it? Let's see, is it? Yeah, it's that one. That's it. All right. How about that now? And this one's really pointy. Ooh, poor chicken. Let me fix it. Our bird had a hard time with that egg. All right. How about that? Does that look a little nicer? Are these a little more round eggs? I'm kind of painting upside down to the side a little bit. I may work on that later. All right, so this should be a little bit. Hey, Lori. Hey, Lori. This should be a little, it should be ready now, a little bit more dry. I am supposed to leave to go see Grandma off at the nursing home with a little parade. So I'm going to wash my brush, and I'm going to just start doing the last step. This is the very last step. And remember, if you don't love your background, you can redo any of this. If you think your nest turned out too dark, you can redo it. It should be darker in the back, and then when we do this step, we're going to make lighter browns and like golden browns and white. And we're going to come in with a very small brush, maybe the smallest brush that you can find. That might be too big. And you're just going to, this is fine. This brush is fine. You're going to draw just like string. And, you know, some can be black. I'm going to add all different colors of strings, and then I'm just going to overlap this. This is the most fun part. It's really relaxed. So here again, I'm going to make brown. I'm going to take the red and then the yellow and blue, and I'm going to mix those two together, and I'm going to get a brown, like a red brown. And I'm going to pick part of it up and put it over here. I'm going to pick part of it and put it over here. And I'm going to leave this here. And I'm going to put more yellow in this, and I'm going to drop some white in there, because that's going to be my light color. See that light brown that I've got? And then this one, I'm just going to add yellow to it and leave it like a yellow brown. And then this one over here, I'm going to add a tiny bit of black. I got a little bit too much black. And then I'm just going to use regular black. So let me look at this picture one more time before I start. Always helps me so I don't just start making it up and doing my own thing. And in the picture, it also hangs down. So some people just like to do this. Some people might want to just do that. You can do anything that you want. I just dipped in white that time. Did you see that? So that you could see it. I might take it and go off of the, just completely go out of the nest that I drew, like that. You're just going to keep this going around, and you just want these to overlap and go all the way around your nest. Maybe some of them actually go over the eggs like that one does. This is your bird nest. You're the mama. You make it how you want it. So that's just what I'm doing. Just going to do that. And I'm going to keep doing that. It's probably going to take 30 minutes just to do this. It might even take longer. I can even make lighter browns just so I can see this better. I'm going to make a little bit of a lighter brown just so you can see a little better. I'm going to put it over top of the egg. See? Now, I mean, at the other paint party that I did, hey, Patricia. Oh, I miss you, Patricia, so much. The other paint party that I did, some girls wanted to do this. They all made different types of nests. I mean, you could do a Google search right now, and you could find birds make nests all different ways, each type of bird. So some of their nests, they just did like a crosshatch all the way around and outside. But I'm going to keep mine kind of a little more like the picture. So, but I'm just going to keep going. I do want one to come over top of this egg right here. Like this. And I want some black too, so I'm going to throw some black in there. Oh, Patricia, I really miss you. Hope you're doing well. Hey, Benita. Everybody's on. All right, so, and remember, you can play this video back with your family. You could do like a family paint night. You guys could build a wall of nests in your house. I just love spring so much. I'm going to make this come out. I'm just gonna randomly stick some out of my nest. And just keep going with it. I'm just gonna keep going and overlapping that. And I hope that you can tell. I don't know what my quality on my phone is looking like. Before, when I could use my computer, I could see myself, so I could see what I was teaching you, but I can't really see that right now. And I apologize that it didn't work like I planned. I can't believe they've changed it. It's only been 1 month since my last paint party, and they already shifted the whole layout. Might have to call somebody that, you know, I could call Mark from church. He could help me. He could help me figure out what's wrong. Just kidding, I don't want to do that to him. He's always helping me figure out tech problems and stuff. Hey, Nana. I'm going to wrap this up so we can come see Grandma. I don't know if you can see Nana, but I made the sign back there. Look at that. We love you, Grandma Kay. And Tony ended up having to go into work, so he can't come with us now, which I'm grateful that he gets to go to work. But he won't get to see Grandma now. Yeah, just keep throwing these lines in here. Just random lines, just random bird nest lines. Just fill that up. And that is the very last step. You can also go back in and lighten. I might need to do that while you're with me. I'm going to work on my bird nest for about 5 more minutes, and then I'm going to show you how to lighten your eggs. Just make a little more change. And then I'm going to go party with Grammy there at the nursing home. I'm so grateful to the Wood Brothers too, because they donated. They are really awesome. We live in the best place in the world, I think. We have the most amazing community. I wouldn't trade where I live for anything. I love it here. Good old PC. Let's see. What do you think about it? Oh, that one turned out bad. Don't make it like that. Oh, I need to work on that one. What? That looks like baby bathroom. It's not a good color. All right, let me see if I can cover it up. Don't worry. Oh, I made it worse. Oh, ooh, there it is. Ooh, there it is. That's all right. I'll fix it. That might turn into the best part later. Hey, Tater Tot. You guys hear my dog walking around? Okay. Let's see. What does that say? Oh, hey, Benita. I love you too. Hey. Let's see here. All right. All right, that color. I actually love that color. Just a tiny little shift from that first color I made. All right, let's see here. Okay. This could get really wild. I bet those kids over there painting are just really enjoying this part. Hope y'all put down a tablecloth. Did you put down a tablecloth? Did Grandma get to come? Did Arlene get to come paint with you? Wondered. That's what y'all should do. Y'all should give one of these to Miss Arlene. She would love it. Y'all could all, you know what you guys could do? You guys could make little cracks in the eggs, or just put your name on each egg or something. That would be really sweet. That would be a really sweet little gift to give her. She may be sitting with you right now, laughing. I don't know. Okay. Well, I did that. I'm not sure if I like it or not. I can't tell. I think I'm gonna do it. Gonna roll with it. I'm gonna put a little bit more dark in here, guys. I am gonna put a little darker. I'm gonna put a little more black. I'm gonna put a little more black in mine. All right. I want to cover this up. It's bothering me. There's a little bit of white showing down here. In this egg shape. I hope my eggs look all right. From upside down, I just can't quite tell. Let's see. We will give one to Nanny. Aw, hey there, Libby. And I'm glad they're having fun. Oh, right. I know a lot of people told me that it's easier for them to make these later. Hey, Miss Adams. Hey, Michelle. Hey. A lot of people told me that it's easier for them to make the video. You know, I make the video during the day, but then they get the stuff. Some of people are watching the video and then they're buying the materials later, and then they're making this. They're making it, you know, like every afternoon, and then they just watch the video, and it just helps. I guess after they do the dishes and the laundry and then the little projects they've got going on at home. So I'm adding white now, and I really like the way the white is going. Hey, I'm glad you like it, Miss Adams. I love it too. I like it. It's what I've got to give, so it's what I'm giving out. Paint lessons for fun. So I do think it looks nice to go out of the nest too. I think it adds depth. So I suggest you continue that. And I bet my eggs are about dry. So I'm going to do this for a few more minutes, and then I'm going to work on those eggs. Work on those. And I guess you really don't have to use a small brush because these birds might be bigger. They might be using bigger sticks and strings. When I was a kid, we found a bird nest, and the bird had found, you know that stuff that's on, like Milena has a bike right now, and it's got that frilly stuff on the edges, like streamers. Anyway, we found a bird nest when we were kids, and it was sparkly. It had like streamers in it. It was really, really cool. So that's why when I saw that Sam from the library found that bird nest with a snake skin in it, I thought that was so funny. How funny. All right. How about it? Yeah, I'm feeling good about my nest. I'm happy about it. How about it? What do y'all think? Think I need some lighter colors? I can't tell. I do think I need a little dark. Let's look at my picture here. Let me look. Yeah, I do think I need a little dark right here. Like that. How about that? Can you guys hear my dog snoring? My dogs are asleep, and they snore. They're so funny. There we go. Throw a little highlight in there. Just a couple random. I am using the leftover on my brush, by the way. That is all I'm doing. I'm dabbing a little bit on just to give it a little bit of texture on there. And then I think I can stop with that. I think that Actually, I can't. I need to do a little bit more. I might need a new brown. Just make as many different shades of brown. I might need some lighter browns, I think. Like over in here. Like a yellow brown. That's a nice, let's see if I can, yeah, yellow brown is nice. Okay. Any questions? All right, I'm gonna wash my brush because I'm gonna have to wrap it up. So let me show you. I'm gonna wash my brush and then I'm gonna show you how to just do a little more blending on the eggs. You just have fun with this. Just remember to have light sides and dark sides. Light is so important when you paint. So I'm just gonna take I'm just gonna take white and I'm going to throw in some white sections. I'm just gonna show you. I'm gonna do this whole side like that. I mean, already look, already you can see how it makes it look more round. And then I'm going to take a little blue and I'm going to blend this lightly. I want to barely touch the edge of the white, just enough to pull it. And then I want you to paint. Don't paint flat. Whenever you paint flat, you have to paint the shape of the object. So you want to just kind of curve it and just go with it. Here we are. And I'm just blending it in a little bit there. Look at that. Yeah, now it's got a little highlight. These legs got some highlights. Tony would say they look purty. Looks so purty. Oh, I got a little brown in there. If that happens, just push it off or wash your brush again. Whoops. Sometimes it looks like reflection too, so not going to worry about it. I can always pick it up with my brush. See how I just wetted my brush and I pick it up? If you have an accident like that, just pick it up. Take a little water, pick it up. Don't worry about it. Go with the flow. Here we are. Oh, that is dirty. That is just plumb dirty. I think my water's dirty. If that happens to you, you need to change your water, okay? That's bothering me. Melena's normally my water changer when I'm painting at home too. She helps me. She paints with me a lot. Well, I hope you've enjoyed yourself. I have had fun, and thanks for tuning in. I plan to do another one of these next month. I'm trying to do one of these the third Friday of every month. I shifted my paint parties to the third Friday because we were going to the farmer's market on the first Fridays to listen to music and spend time with friends, and then this happened. So I do want to continue, and I hope that everybody here knows about the farmer's market. They are taking orders. You can still go and support local farmers. And thanks, Chris. I'm glad you guys had fun. If anybody has any questions, just remember to message me, and I can I could also do maybe a little tutorial or something, or help you, or you could call me. We could talk about it. Anyway, I hope you guys have a good day, and I'll post pictures of the parade later. So y'all take care, and thanks for tuning in. Thanks, Ethel. I'm glad you had fun. I'm glad you liked it. Let me see if I can figure out how to turn it off now. All right.